eyes to close, reach for something that you're not. Oh, you need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, 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 I know how you feel up in there. You'll get there, I know you would. I know that you don't like your hair, but I think it's beautiful. We just need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, down, down. We just need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together, everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together. I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world gone mad, we're on an all-time high. And it wouldn't be the same without you. We've got so many stupid things to do. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and anything, I'll be there. And I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, chat. Is everyone here? Hello, hello, hello. If I hear one more thing about that series, I swear to God I will ban the next person who actually starts talking about it. because I know what that series is, and it is not appropriate. Okay, so now that we're here, let me set up all my stuff. Let me toss this in the trash. Hi, Koki. Hello, how are you? Doing pretty good, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. So, today we're going to be drawing characters. They're scared now. It's just simple as that. The next person I see, since I know y'all have heard it now, the next person who I hear talk about it will be getting timed out and or banned. It's that simple. If you know what type of content that is, you should know better than to even speak about it in a stream like this. It is common sense. Now moving on, now that I've had to do some parenting. So, lags Koki. Ah, of course. Okay. Alright, so as the lag monster just got a little slurp of my internet, we're gonna move on now. Hi, hello, $20. Just gonna leave this here. Thank you, Nathan, for the $20. Why? Stop donating me money. Enough. Alright, again, thank you again, guys. Any type of money that comes to the stream like that is to support the stream and helps me out, obviously, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. Thank you. Let me adjust your amount here. So we got, let's see, we need to increase your super chat because you're still #1 super chat. So let's go and adjust that to $321. Once I find the text thing, hold on, I'm having issue. Here we go, top. $321. Done, and now let's also adjust the names. Let's see. Let's add 321. 21 space. Done. There we go. It's been updated. Oh, it finally went through. It was definitely delayed. It was delayed. It went through though. Also, I forgot to do the voice thingy. I didn't even think about it today, Nathan. Shit. I'll do it tonight for sure before I go to bed. I didn't even think about it today. Well, anyway, guys. Nate did a nice little donation sound and subscriber voiceover for us. I didn't implement it yet because I'm an idiot. I forgot to do it. Yo, Koki. Hey, how's everyone doing? What am I planning to draw? Read the title. Yo, Koki. Hi. Kiki-kun. Interesting name. Daddy Senpai is your second favorite, #1 being #1. Aww. Can we all get some hype in the chat for Nathan, aka Pimp Daddy Senpai, saying thank you for supporting the stream? Because again, any super chat that comes to the stream goes to support the stream and the content made on this channel. So, Koki, what are we drawing? We're going to try to draw a few people here. Actually, maybe not a few. We'll probably do 2, honestly. We're gonna do 2. So I want to practice a little more on the furry aspect of my art, for the simple fact that I know in the future when I start doing this more so and there are commissions, this will end up being a commission type thing that I will probably get a lot. So yeah. Wait, I need to do a donation sound? No. You don't need to do a donation sound. You're fine, Nathan. Specifically, like characters? I'm not sure what characters. I know I definitely want to have a horn, like the guy with the horns. We're gonna have him right here, this lad, and we're gonna have somebody else. Love your drawings. I'm glad you like my drawings. Koki E-boy. I don't know about that. It's a little bit of a stretch, I think. Love your drawings. Thank you. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, there we go, guys. Giving him big thanks in the chat. Thank you. It's happening. Okay, Nate. Alright, so as I quickly just get my energy for tonight's stream, just Because normally, before stream, I kind of vibe and kind of relax out, but I was hanging out with one of my friends in VC. What is the name of the song? The one that is currently playing is currently called, let me pull it up. It's called Do Not Let Me Go by Gamma Skies. Gamma, Gamma Skies, Skies. Skies. Called Do Not Let Me Go. It's from Epidemic Sound, so go check it out. John E-Boy Furry. I didn't know E-Boy furries existed. I thought furries were E-Boys. Alright. So let's figure out a design here. Okay guys, what type of pose do we want them? Do we want them to be romantic? Do you want them to be a little more sensual? Do we want them to be friends, hanging out, vibing, cuddling? Like, what do we want here? We need some picks. We need people to pick out what we want. Says Nathan. Your drawing's amazing. I wish I could draw like you. Oh, I appreciate that. Just it takes a little bit of practice, honestly. Nate, when are you gonna put this on your channel? Good time cookie with your friends? Yeah, I did have a good time with my buddy. 10 hours worth of energy right now. Koki, Sebastian, is your real name, right? Yes, Sebastian is my real name. You can say it like Sebastian. It depends on how you want to say it, really. Seb works just as good. Sassy, romantic. Romantic. In his arms. I like that one, in his arms. Plotting against the world. Kiss on shoulders. We stand romantic. Wait, what? I read that wrong. Romantic. A lot of romantic. Okay. Kiss from behind. So romantic is like an entire like category of like what we could do. So we're gonna do some experimenting sketches to kind of figure out what we kind of want to do. Also, I'm probably gonna look up some references for that. Hang out / romantic furries being homies. Being homies, that's what we want, homie. Furry homies. Alright, let me look up some references, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are not PG. $10 from Pimp Daddy Senpai. I don't know, man. Draw some cute uwu stuff. I can guarantee you it will be cute romantic uwu stuff. I can guarantee that, but I have to figure out what general like layout and position I want to go with. There we go. Super chat went through. I don't know. Draw something cute uwu. Another $10. I have to adjust that on the thing. Let me minimize this on my window, and let me actually adjust the pricing. Never the pricing, but like the name. So you did another $10, making a total of $331. Let's adjust this one here first. 331 done. Top super chat. 331. Bam. Our top super chat is Pimp Daddy Senpai with $331. Absolute legend. You can get some big thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Pimp. Whatever you want to go with in the chat. I'm making his life hard. No. Ooh, me like your videos and your drawings. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Nadia. I think I said that right. Nadia. I love that name. My one of my friends in high school had that. Nadia is her name. Forest type setting, cuddling under the stars, super cute. Okay. I like that general idea. But first, I need to look at a reference for that kind of positioning. There's a lot. I'm looking at a bunch of references here of regular humans, obviously. Well, not regular humans, but obviously it's anime. But trying to get a reference that we want to go with. Whoa, that's not okay. Thank you, Nate. Thank you. Everyone's thanking Nate. That's awesome. Thank you. So something cute, romantic. I'm trying to find something that's in between the two. Because there's cute, cuddly, then there's like romantic. Trying to see, guys. Trying to find one. Trying to find one. That one's not appropriate. Trying to see, find a good little image to kind of get a reference off of. Wow, that's not okay. A lot of these are... yeah. Wait, that one has a really good hand reference. Lag. Did we get a lag spike? A little bit. We're getting some lag. I apologize for that, guys. Remember, like it says on the top right of the screen, we run risk of lag. Top right of the screen, we run the risk of lag. A little PSA up there. The lag monster is alive, yes. Somebody was thinking about the lag monster. Lag monster came to take his toll, his little nom-noms. What's this whole Deadpool and Spider-Man thing? I've been seeing a lot of that. I don't understand it. Why don't you like romantic forest with cuddling? I do like that idea. Actually, I'm trying to find a reference though for like the posing and positioning of the like characters. Because I'm trying to get a general idea like what type of like what pose would fit the cute aspect. Ooh, this one. This one. I like this right here. This is a really good reference. So I found a reference I'm going to go with. I already know exactly which character's in what position for this. Okay, cool. Koki squad, yes! Oop, I know, right? Beto ship. Wait, isn't Spider-Man, though, like 20? At least the Spider-Man back in my day was an adult. I don't know the actual age of, like the Spider-Man today. Lag Monster 3000. Yes, Lag Monster 3000. That's totally his new name. All right, okay, guys. What are we thinking? Okay, so we know we're gonna have, let's say the more masculine, more dominant one is going to be our character with the horns. What should our other character here be? Like, give me like an animal type or something. Let's see some ideas in the chat. We good, says Nathan? Yes. Lag Monster likes to come in, take a little bit of a slurp out of the stream's internet, and then kind of ditch. Sometimes he likes to have an entire meal, so we have to be careful about that. Just be, just know when it happens, it will be done eventually. Like how he talks like we know what he's saying. Listen, I'm just keeping you guys in the loop, okay? In the loop, we're good. Snake, dragon, lizard, hybrid, cat, bunny. We've already done a rabbit. We've done a cat, which I wasn't really a big fan of the cat one. Horns top, angel bottom, cat bottom. Wait, I feel like a cat is bottom energy. Okay, Nate, relax, buddy. Relax, buddy. Tom Holland is 23, but different age in movies. Oh, that's true. Alright. Dog, angel, wolf, angel, wolf. Bunny. I like the idea of like a demon. I saw somebody said demon, and I really like that idea. We could have them. Well, one has horns, so you don't want the other one to have horns. Blowfish. Just. So everyone's saying like, okay, I see a lot of fox and wolf. I think a fox would be a really good idea here. I think we could do a fox, a fairy. Now that's a good idea. Drew, a fairy. That's a really good idea. I've always wanted to try to draw fairy wings, so like I'm not like I've always wanted to, but like that's a really good challenge I want to kind of take on right now. Yes. Okay, we figured it out. We're doing the Maleficent type creature with the horns and a fairy. Mermaid. They're not in the water though. And they're called sirens? I'm kidding. Yeah, I think you guys are like a good, like almost like 45 seconds behind me. It's kind of weird. All right, so we have our reference that we're gonna go with. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go get a drink real quick, a little bottle of water, and I'll be right back, and then we will get started on to the art. So stick around. Another $10 from Pimp Daddy Senpai, aka Nathan. I sent you another recording for the donation sound. After the stream, I can help you set up everything. You got it, brother. Hell yeah. Just make sure you don't have work tomorrow, because I'm gonna be on probably until about 12 a.m. our time, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. So another $10 from Pimp Daddy Senpai. Let's get your name down here and updated. So a total of $340 from Pimp Daddy Senpai. So let's quickly, $340 done. All right, save your money, buddy. Don't waste it all on me. Top super chat is now adjusted to $341. Done. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get a drink real quick, guys. I will be right back. All right, we are back. One more time. Here we go. All right, got my Dasani water. My Dasani. Dasani. No, it's not sponsored, but Dasani. Hey. I think me and my dad have my number. What? Let's see. No, Van. No. All right, so I have a reference I'm gonna go with here. Let me just... I'm trying to, like, move this over, because I have really low DPI, guys. I apologize. So we have our reference. We're going to set the reference right here. Okay, so we're going to kind of outline this reference for the most part. I am obviously going to adjust it to what we want. Let's make a double layer real quick. Start with this layer. Black layer. So let's do this... This is in a pretty large image. I need to figure out kind of where I want their heads to be. Kind of like this. Zoom out. Press the wrong button. Okay, so let's figure the... Trying to figure this one out, guys. Hold on. This is gonna be a hand. Okay. We're gonna adjust the let's adjust the size on this. I just gave this man $341. Yes, you did. Why? I don't know, dude. Karma, that's gonna be a no. What'd Karma say? Can I get your number? Can I get your number? What does it meme actually? There's a meme like that somewhere. Need to erase this a little bit. Need to readjust the proportions here. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to get this done right. We're gonna have to adjust this quite significantly. And it looks rough, alright. It's gonna look rough before it looks good. That's just a fact. We'll figure out the clothing after we get this kind of figured out here. Also, I just realized my stabilizer is not where I want my stabilizer. What are we doing? What are we reading about? Oh, it's an 8, but my mom said no. Hey, that's fine. That's a lot of pesos. Yeah, please don't spam re. Like, don't spam in general. Then put it simple. Not even just re. Just don't spam in general. Okay, so. Let's erase this. I'm trying to figure out the general layout that we're going with. I am gonna basically kind of copy the hand because I don't know if I can do a hand properly without actually looking directly at what it's doing. Again, I'm not very good at hands, so sorry, chat. So we'll clean up the hand a little bit. Koki, what type of app do you use to listen to music? I listen to Epidemic Sounds. It's highly unlikely that we have to stay quarantined for 8 months. Yeah, it's very unlikely that it's going to happen. But we're also not going to say it's not possible, because there's always a chance that something like that could happen. But it's also one of those that's like, it's very unlikely that that would happen. Because like, our economy would probably completely crash if we did it like that. I don't like this. I don't like this, chat, guys. I don't like how I'm doing the positioning here. I'm not happy with this. Let's do it with another position, maybe. So, okay, let's figure this out here. Let's figure out where we want to see this. So let's say we have the moon. I'm trying to like figure out the planning here. Let's say we have the moon behind them. We want to get a back view of Fairy Boy, like here. Then obviously we'd have the bigger guy here with his horns. You know, obviously standing, you know, on top of him effectively. So something along these lines, but the camera would be like right here, looking this way. Okay, so I have a general idea. The problem is I have to execute it. Sally, we're gonna have to start online school soon. Like, oh, sadly. Yes, not Sally. Sally! Calm down, we have nothing to calm down about. Honestly, I was just politely saying, well, hey guys, let's hear. We all came here to the chat, to the stream, to not have to worry too much right now. We are here to relax and to hang out and to not worry about potential, bad things. You came here to relax, and that's how I want the stream to go. I want us to just relax and hang out. I'm having issues here, chat. I'm having issues here, chat. No, almost to the mid-June. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be for like another few more months. Nothing too long though. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. I'm trying to find another reference that kind of helps with what I'm going with. Number 15. What happened? How about you make a demon sit in the fairy on his lap? Yeah. We could do that. Honestly, yeah, we could do that. That would make a little more sense. It wouldn't involve as much trying to elongate the body. Came here to relax and learn something new from Koki. Lag? Yeah, we're getting a little bit of lag. But nothing too bad. Have the demon carrying the fairy on his back or something? That involves lighting and body positioning that I don't know how to do, Nate. That involves quite a bit of positioning that I don't quite know how to do. Alright, so we're going to do the old-fashioned making shapes before we do other things. So as we kind of figure out the shaping on this, guys, hold on. Trying to figure out how do I want his arm to be sitting. So this arm would wrap around like this. Obviously his hand would curve it at the end. So okay, so we got this general idea. We want his legs. Do this straight, actually. I know we should actually tilt it outward a little more and then have it tilt in. So we're gonna do it like this. Begone, leg. Yes, begone, leg. Begone. Are they kissing? No. Can't draw shapes properly. Alright, so now that we have this, now we have his general layer. Let's get his head layer and his kind of his head shape. Again, guys, I'm not the greatest. Obviously, I'm better at drawing heads when I have the full body sketched out. I'm gonna give this my best shot. It's gonna look a little messy, but I'm probably gonna honestly tilt his head like this a little more, something along this line of a head shape. Obviously, it won't be a square, but this is what we're gonna go with here, like this. Obviously, he would have his horns here like this. Ooh, that's the wrong horn layout. There we go. His horns are obviously like this, as we know. Now let's get the fairy's layer in. Here's the fairy. Here's the triangle of the fairy's neck. Obviously up a little higher. Fairy's head. Like a pixie fairy, whatever. Again, chat, as we know, this is not going to be perfect right now, but it works for what we're trying to do. I'm going to draw a little indent here. Then let's have like a log behind them. So let's add like kind of a sketch of a log. You'll be back in an hour? Alrighty. Some fireflies around them. Fairy amazed by the demon rigged and the fairy cuteness. Wait, I added my some for that reason. Oh. Alright, so, okay, so we need to add the log. So we want them kind of sitting, like, let's say back against, like, a large tree. So we could have, like, maybe, like, the tree here, have, like, one of the little trunk things here, kind of half broken a little bit. Kind of, obviously, a little rounded. It's not going to be perfect, but let's turn on my stability down to, like, 15. I can sketch better like that. Obviously, we're going to have, like, this. So we're going to have the tree log going a little further out. Then let's have it kind of, let's have it sawed actually off right here. Then let's have like the stump here, kind of where it came off of. Then we could have like a bunch of tree cover kind of like up here. Then we could have like a nice crescent moon, kind of like here. Kind of just sketching this out. We'll probably have like a cloud or so. Like probably some clouds kind of in the way a little bit. Just kind of give it that nice little pretty feel to it. Let's finish off this here. Let's have like a limb sticking out here, coming up a little bit. Obviously, a lot of this will probably get cut out and or added in. Some tree cover. Then let's have like maybe like the edge of a cliff here. No, I don't like the edge of a cliff at all. Let's have just kind of maybe some bushes here, just kind of separating them off for a little bit. As in there's like they're in this like private secluded area. Lots of hearts. Gotta go. Have a good day. Good night. Good night, Maya. I can picture them being weirdly perfect for voicing a. I can picture him really perfect for voicing a filthy. Flirty. Sorry, I was reading that. Just filthy. A flirty demon. Who? Oh, Nathan? Oh, God. Honestly, he would probably be able to fit that pretty well. A full moon? Are we saying full moon? Alright, we'll do this just to kind of. Once we get there, we'll think about it. We'll keep this here for now. We kind of just see what we got going on. Alright, so I have that going. So this is the kind of general idea for sketch layout we have, chat. Obviously, we're going to have this like here. Then obviously the fairies get probably going to be tilted up a little more. So let's probably angle the fairy slightly up a little more. Kind of like this. Kind of bring them back a little more as well. Bam. And let's... Maybe we need to adjust him a teeny bit as well. Sitting up a little more. Kind of against a log. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, fuck. Layer. Oh, redo, redo, redo. There we go. We got them redone. Let Nathan voice a flirty demon. Well, I think... okay. Nate, we're not going to spoil anything. Moving on. Alright, so we got this here, this here. Cookie, just want to relax and have fun doing night for doing homework, listen to the stream. That's awesome, Cookie. Would you want to, Cookie, I got a would you rather. Yeah, no would you rathers. Those things can often go out of what are they called? Can get out of hand pretty fast. Let's have his arm right here wrapping around him with his hand here. Maybe that'll look good. And then his other arm can be coming up. We have it actually right here. Kind of like this, touching his chest a little bit. That's a huge circle. Hand coming up, touching his chest. We have obviously a side out view here. Alright, I think this is looking pretty good as our sketch layout. What do you get? Chat, what do you think? We'll probably have some like green grass kind of here as well. So just kind of bursts and pieces of some nature here and there to kind of fill it in. We'll have some fireflies here and there. Just a few. Just a few. Now, so we'll probably have the shadow coming across. Probably have his demon horn shadow here. With his head. You know, it's just kind of an example, obviously. Kind of showing it, kind of coming down. Then we'll have another head kind of in between it, kind of show that. And then the fairy wings, we'll probably have them laying down this way. So this is about a wolf boyfriend or a demon boyfriend. What? Your laptop's at 8%. Charge it. It's a nice layout. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Looking real cute. I am still trying here. What? Little demon sleeping in the fairy's lap. Hold on. What about the demon sleeping on the fairy lap and the fairy is playing with his hair or something? Or the fairy is staring at the demon memorized. I feel like the demon, because the demon, he's not a demon. He's not a demon. This is who we're drawing. We're drawing him basically, but obviously a little more masculine. We're gonna do his horn layout though. I love his horn, so I'm going to keep this horn style. But we're just doing the horns on here. And it's basically the same character. So we're going to have, obviously, that nature vine aspect here, because I still very much so love that idea. Bye, all. Goodbye, New Moon. Alright, so let's go with this. Let's figure this out. Okay. Well, I'm also asking about which one would you prefer. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, so now that we got this pretty much sketched how we want it done, I think our best bet right now is to go ahead and start trying to do some sketch line art. Let's actually do this here. So let's kind of go ahead and get this kind of figured out, chat. This is going to be a little interesting to try to sketch out, because I've never done a side view like this. I have a general idea. Let's first start with the demon. So let's start with him. That is way too large of a brush. Yeah, that's much better. We're going to do the solid ones just to kind of sketch out what we want. Oh, hold on. I don't know what that is. I'm not looking at OBS. Messen has just subscribed. Welcome. And do that. Bring this back down here. How are we doing this here? So this is going to be wrapping what, under, I believe? I believe so. Set that there. Let's see here. Yeah, looks good. Alright, so let's get the other arm. Let's kind of get his inner area here figured out. Another phrase, eyes can be green. Possibly. Alright, back to this though. Back to this though. This might look a little odd, but this is fine. Oh my god, I hate this tool. I hate this tool sometimes. I'm just using this tool to kind of get a physical outline. Alright, since we kind of know what we're going to go with here, let's save this here. We're going to bring out the actual proper layer, bring out the pen, turn up my this, get this, turn this off. We have a general idea what we need to go with, what we're going with here. Motherfucker, thank you. I don't know if I want to do it like that. Hold on. And pull up the reference again to kind of see how this reference works the muscle textures. Let's go and get this top area finished here. Should we actually we should rotate this back. So this looks actually zoomed out. I don't think it's looking too bad. It's kind of like the hand there, kind of showing where we have the hand. Oh, hi, hello. How's everyone doing? You can barely you can barely draw. Hey, that's fine. Good practice makes perfect. And the cool vines from the trees came down and wrapped around his horns. I think it would be cool, but I feel like it would just kind of be out of place. I would be okay with having like the vines on the ground kind of working their way up. That would make sense because that means he's attracting to them rather than them just latched on. Do you ever use IBS Paint? No. Where can you send fan art? I have a Discord that you can join that allows you to actually post fan art on. So you can post fan art on there. It's gonna actually, hold on, we need to do here. We need to round his shoulder off a little higher. Come in. Obviously, a lot of this here will be covered up by the fairy boy kind of just resting his arm. We'll also have his arm here. It's a little large here. Let's erase that. I think I might have done that a little wrong. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, I think we need to just do the area that we can actually see of them. Obviously, we're going to have his leg come up here, so we're going to have him kind of coming down here, and then obviously we'll have his leg here. Let's kind of sketch out his thigh a little bit. What's this here? Will be his knee. Obviously, we need to work on some of the proportion here. Like his chest needs a bit higher, like right here. So we probably won't see a lot of what we're drawing here, for the simple fact that he's gonna have some clothes on. This arms looks a little out of place. It was very fun. What happened? So I recorded a really rough improv flirty demon thing. Oh no. Could have lowered the pitch down a bit more, but my squeaky voice, seemed to really add the demon vibe. Interesting. How about only shorts? Nah, we won't do only shorts. He's not gonna be wearing like your standard clothes though. That's just it. he won't be wearing your standard clothes. Let's get his neck in here. Let's get his head kind of figured out as well. Obviously his head's not going to be shaped like this, guys. It's going to shape a little bit differently. This is just kind of so I can kind of see where the head's going to be. Obviously he has hair and he's going to have vines and shit kind of wrapping up on him. This is just kind of so I have a rough draft of what I kind of want him to, where his head to kind of be facing. I'll just do this. $1.99 from Maya Russell. Beautiful art as always. Thank you so much, Maya Russell. Let me go and add you on to the super chats. Let's see. For the $1.99, can we get a huge hype in the chat, please, for the $1.99? There it is, popped up on the screen. There we go. Let's adjust your pricing here to... Give me a second, guys. I believe this is what, $3.98? $3.98. Is it $3.98? Yeah. $3.98. $3.98 from Maya Russell. Bam! Gotta add it in. You got me painting again, Koki. I'm going back to the watercolor ocean phase. Aw. I don't know what that phase is. I don't know what that phase is at all. Okay, drag this little example thing here. A little lag monster hit. But we'll be fine, chat. We'll be fine. Again, guys, big thank you to Maya Russell for the donation. Again, guys, you are not obligated by any means to have to donate. But if you do, you can, if you have a few extra dollars laying around to help support the stream. That's another layer. So this is going to be the fairy boy. So we're going to kind of get his, we're going to turn on his layer. Get his layer turned on. So let's see how this is going to be done. Trying to figure out how I want to... I feel like his head's too small, but we'll adjust that accordingly. It's going to kind of get his chest in. I feel like... I don't know how I feel about the body proportion here. He's on the ocean. Hey, Koki! Hey, Wolfie. How you doing? I feel like I'm having some issues here with this. So we want his arm to kind of be coming up. Am I on the right layer? Yes. So we have his arm here. This looks a little odd, but we'll fix it. I feel like his head is way too small for what we're doing. Way too small. You want to make Fae Academy art? Ooh, then go for it. I think I need to pull up a lap reference, guys. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to find one that's not just inappropriate. I'm trying to find, also it's like I can't find one that's in the right position that we're doing. I'm trying to find a good reference. once the everything processed, I'm gonna buy this one application that we can actually pose our models and see. I like the lighting. So, ooh, okay, this one's as close as I can find to what we are looking for. Oop, me here. What? Hold on, chat. We're trying to find a good reference. Here's a good reference. I can work with this reference. This is a pretty good reference here. Okay, let's go with this reference. So let's back this out. Let's erase this layer. I want to see if I can draw you. If you use shaders in Fate Academy, what are those? They are not released yet. They are a Silder's shaders, but they are not released yet. Trying to... Guys, I'm having some issues here trying to sketch all this out. I think I need to take away the background layer because it's kind of confusing me. The anatomy looks a little odd on that arm. But we see what we want to go for. Okay, so let's figure this out, right? Let's finish his sketch, honestly, first. Before we do anything else. Let's finish his sketch here. Obviously, we're going to give him a bulge. Obviously, we're going to have to give him a bulge. I would never do art without a bulge. Obviously. I feel like this arm is too far outward to make sense. Which fairy boys are you drawing? I'm not current. I'm drawing our one what the hell? Our one boy with the horns and vines from like a few streams ago, and I'm also drawing a new boy who is a fairy or pixie. One or the other. We're gonna decrease the size on this, increase the size on this, increase. Okay, so this is kind of what we have going. We'll probably increase this a little bit. We'll probably split this off as a separate layer, increase it, then line it. Was he a demon or a nature nymph? I don't know. I just know he can. I know he can control nature relatively well. Okay, that's all I know. That's all I know. So here's his chest. Obviously, we're gonna give him his. Okay. Got that section. Now we really need to get this. Should we draw him separately in another position and then just drop him into this layer? Because we could honestly do that. Because I'm having a hard time sketching him around. Unless we do him on a separate colored layer. We could just do him on a separate colored layer. So let's just give him a nice blue. You know, we'll do a nice blue for this guy here. So let's have him resting actually on his arm. Resting. Also, we're gonna have his arm coming up a little more here. Kind of holding on to him. We're gonna have to increase his size, but for now, this is what we're doing. For the sake of saving some brain power, let's actually give him a wing. Kind of cover this section here of him. As if he's wrapping himself up into his wing. Obviously, we're gonna give him kind of like almost like butterfly-ish wings, so it's gonna be slightly transparent. I think. How much Koki is doing his magic? When is he not doing magic? Magic? What are we talking about? Magic? Nate, isn't he a sweetheart? Nate, honestly, he is. Nate's a bit of a teddy bear. He's like an emo teddy bear, but he's a teddy bear. I miss his reaction to Pimp giving more money. Aw. He says, "I'm a scary human." Like I said, he's like a scary teddy bear. I'm having a hard time figuring out his sketch here. I've never done a position like this, so it's throwing me off because I'm trying to use my head to imagine how he's laying down in this. Then obviously we're going to have his wing kind of taper off a little bit, so his wing will be coming from back here. We'll have his wing kind of slightly fall onto his leg, and it'll kind of branch across. Catch. Then we'll have his legs kind of coming up here. Yeah, we're gonna have to obviously increase his sizing, but for now this is fine. There we go. Koki, what is your favorite kind of snack? I don't really have a favorite snack. Nate is a scary teddy bear. I thought you were gonna make a fairy prego for a second. No. They haven't known each other long enough. There we go. So it looks much better, guys, when it's increased in size. We're gonna slightly rotate it like this. Drop them here. See, chat, this helps. This helps a lot. That helps a lot. Okay. So this will obviously be where his arm is going under. Let's reposition his legs to be a little further down. Rotate like this. There we go. Let's take away this layer. Figure out how he looks here. Now let's kind of work on his. Let's work on his anatomy a teeny bit, chat. Why can't I? Oh, that's why. What's he drawing? I'm drawing a fairy that is being held by a man with horns. I don't know if he's a demon. None of us know if he's a demon. We'll get there when we get there. Alright, so we got this. I come on to reach up to his neck. How does this look actually flipped vice versa? Doesn't look half bad. I feel like he's much larger now. We'll decrease his head size a teeny bit, increase his head size. But we'll do that after we do his arm. Let's actually flip this so I can actually do it like this. So we have his arm. His arm should actually probably be coming up right here, honestly, if anything. So he would have his arm bending here, slight bend here, then it would kind of curve up. Well, I'm trying to figure out the length on this, guys. The length on everything is kind of throwing me off a little bit. You know we want him to be reaching here. But his arm's probably going to have to go up about right here. This would be proper length right here. So let's have his arm come up a little more. And then also have his hand wrapping here. This would be like once we start doing the harder line art, this will look better. But I think this works for now. Go for what's happening. I think nymph. Nymphs are nature spirits in ancient mythology. All right, then we'll go with a nymph. Yeah, because we're gonna cover him up with a link here. Because I don't think I can do the sideways anatomy like this. I've only ever done like front facing. So I don't know if I could actually even do the sideways anatomy. I'm struggling right here on the legs alone. Try to do his feet. Why is his feet not half bad? Why did I actually do his feet relatively well? Oh, they're not on that side, but that kind of shows where his ankle is. Flip it. We'll increase his foot size so it's not out of whack. It's maybe a little plastic, but for the shitter to use flat or extreme, I use extreme. I love how Koki's focusing on his art while we're talking about Five Nights at Five Nights with Nate. Oh no. Feet beans, yes. He's gonna check out the chat for Nate Snacks and next to the head. Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'm not gonna acknowledge it right now. Looks like he has like a paw, but I don't know what I'm doing with this arm. That's a little weird. I'm gonna try to do this thing. Yeah, we need to definitely decrease the size of his head. It's actually monstrous. Not too small. Rotate it back a little bit. Drop it on. Like his head should be like this. Chat, what do you think? I think that relatively fits the idea of his body length and his legs. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Obviously, we'll need to adjust his head a little more. Okay, so we got his general sketch out. Let's go ahead and start doing the solid sketch because I need another thing to do because god damn, my brain's frying. My brain's like having an issue right now. Please stop dying of surprise me. Plot twist, Mr. Bork is behind all of this. Oh, do I keep having spikes? Sorry about that, guys. So I named him Scary Human. Alright, let's make this layer. Ooh, that's the wrong layer. Is this the right thing? Hold on. Yeah, that's the right thing. It's a little. Let's do this up here before we start doing that. 'Cause I feel like his arm might be a little large, but we can resize his arm if we really need to, though. Shit. No, I did the wrong ledge. I did the wrong thing. Like this. Yeah, we'll obviously adjust that accordingly. Anyway, this is a good looking sketch. I'm glad you think it's a good looking sketch. I don't think it looks good at all. I'm very upset with my sketch. I think it looks like hot shit. I'm very unhappy with this. I keep missing the one thing I'm trying to hit. I don't like how this looks. I don't like how this looks. It's like this side of his head's all fucking jacked up. It's bothering me immensely. How does the sideways... There's no sideways look here. Let me just quickly try to envision this in my head, guys. I think that looks pretty good if you do his hair like that. So I'm leaving this here just so we know where his hairline is. We're gonna need to sharpen up his jaw. Sorry, chat, for not reading you. I was so focused on trying to get this sketch done correctly. At least done to an extent where it looks correct. Because this is a big challenge we're taking on right now. At least for me, it's a big challenge we're taking on. Because I've never done anything like this, like type of positioning. So it's kind of throwing me for a little bit of a loop. I think once I get clothes on the character, I think that will actually help a lot. I'm debating how I want to do it like this. I think it looks relatively okay. I think his thigh needs to come down a little more though. So let's erase his thigh a teeny bit. There we go. Let's see, so this one's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good as well, but it's a matter of getting it there. This is gonna take quite some time, guys. I'm glad I'm doing this on the longer stream. Not on one of the shorter streams. It's fine, Koki Arts looks looking great. I'm glad to think it's looking good. Okay. So we will need to redo his head layer, but that's fine. I'm trying to figure out. We might end up removing this like wing or cloak that he has on right now. This is what he looks like without his stuff, you know. Obviously, you know, he would have his chest coming down here, and like doing like the anatomy like this. I can do this type of anatomy, like front facing. I can do sideways slightly, yes. But when it starts coming from like this sideways kind of view, it throws me. Where are the horns? I know. Here, we'll add the horns here. Actually, let's quickly look at the horns on the other one. They rotate out and in. So we want to do kind of like the horns here. So let's quickly kind of figure out how we want to do the horns on this one. Let's kind of just sketch it out. So we have it coming out. Out, in, and out again. Like this, basically, chat. These are the horns that he has. Now, obviously, he'd have his hair here. We would probably sharpen his jaw a little more. Obviously, thin it out. This part of his head would be pretty covered by hair. We'll probably join the live stream with you, dude. I will probably join every live stream you do to give you new purpose. Aw. Profiles are the hardest thing to do. I struggle with profiles. Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out. But when it comes down to like the body, man, I got this pretty much in the bag. But it's just like lighting and the faces throw me. Obviously, he's much larger than the nymph. The nymph is obviously much smaller than him, as he is a very large boy. Obviously, let's throw on the background real quick to kind of see what that looks like. So this is the original sketch here. Oh, this is actually gonna look really good when we actually start to finish it. This is gonna look really good. Seeing it kind of with the background kind of helps it a lot to kind of visualize what we're doing now. This really helps a lot. Okay, let's keep the background on for now. Now we need to start. We need to do this here. So now we need to start sketching out the boy a little better. We're gonna use black on him actually for now. Let's start with his legs. I feel like this leg is too small. We could probably do this if we do this as the front leg. I hate this song. I hate this song. I hate this type of music. There we go. Much better, chat. Let's see. Struggling with everything part of he struggled with everything part of drawing. Gives me bull vibes. The horns look good. I'm glad to let's see if I can do like random things like that pretty well. It's just some things I struggle so much with. Other things for some reason I do well. Like the feet, they don't look too bad when I did sketch of them. The hands I do aren't bad for my first shots. Almost forgot feet too. Things like feet and hands I usually try to do last because I have to put a lot more brain power into them compared to just doing like muscles and body. So let's get his. Kind of think where we would start with him. Like the leg layer, I think the legs aren't important yet. We shouldn't have to do the legs yet, I don't feel. I think we should probably go ahead and do his head layer. You know what we could do, chat? We could remove this entire midsection, and then where would we have his wings? How would his wings sit inside of his arms? Chat, what do you think? For sure, there's always room for improvement. Exactly. Definitely not thinking about Panda Express. Oh, Panda Express sounds amazing right now, honestly. Like, honest to God, Panda Express sounds fantastic. Trying to imagine how his arm would. Let's undo this. Let's actually rotate him not sideways, but as if he was standing. Yeah. And then let's go from here. We know we'd want his arm to be actually expanding out here. And we would have his arm here, under. You wouldn't want this curved at all, really, I don't believe. Obviously, this right here is a little disproportionate from what we need to work with. Wings? Yes. Like, he's like I was thinking of having him have wings, honestly. Like, I thought wings would be like a cool thing to add on the nymph boy. Costco Panda, come on. Just got a free pizza from Costco so Panda can go away right now. Ah, free Costco pizza. Sounds like it'd be good. You could put the wings up, fold the wings being the back. How do you fold wings? How do you fold like wings? They'd be like pixie fairy wing type stuff. Like, how do you fold that? I'm trying to think on how you would even go about folding wings in such a way. As we all know, chat, sometimes art gets ugly before it gets good. I hope that's true. Let's actually increase his back here a little more. Obviously, because he's holding them. Here, you know, obviously we would probably have his arms here. We'd have his chest here, probably roughly sticking out. Let's quickly just kind of outline how we would want his chest to be roughly. That's here, and then here, like his abs happening here. He's a thin boy, apparently. Apparently he's also mega thick. Trying to imagine how we would draw this. I feel like I don't know why his knee is so different here from each one. Trying to. I'm trying to remove so much of this curve. Let's see, I really want art for you, but I want to just hold on. I really want to do art for me, but we want stuff that I get attacked from assignments. Hey, just gotta do your assignments. If Tinkerbell can do it, you can do it. My teacher says about art right now. This thing is ugly when it's Koki. Yeah, Tinkerbell, my friends. What are we talking about? You just have the wings tucked under the nymph's armpit, and the horned guy just holding the wings along with the nymph's body. That's what I was thinking, but I was trying to figure out how the hell I would fit them in. Like, where would I would put them? What shape would I go? Is the nymph boy or girl? Nymph is a boy. We love thick nymph. Hold on. Let me look at another. I need to look at so many references to try to figure this out, chat. Trying to find something. The thing is, like, there's like no reference of them of anyone being held like this position, so I'm trying to figure out if there's something that could. Oh wait, this is really close. This is really close. Okay, we could try to use this as a reference because me and I am having a rough time. Okay, so this is as close as I can see to a reference happening here. Okay. Okay, let's add a new layer. Let's turn this one off for now. I guess Ursa, you missed this. What'd I miss? Dinky. I keep probably cutting off the horns for you guys. Alright, so... Okay, do we need to re-rotate this layer? No, this layer? This layer. Let's re-rotate this layer, guys. Oh, we could just have him sitting in his lap, actually. Like this. Well, that kind of helps. So that makes it simpler. Instead of him laying down, even though this looks way better, I feel like the simplicity reasons for me to actually function, this right here might be the ideal placement for me. Imagine him being like this big. I kind of like that, chat. I kind of like how this is looking. Enough to be sitting on his lap, basically. That kind of helps me a bit more because he's not completely sideways. So also, let's completely just get rid of this blanket layer because, man, it's throwing me off. Have the wings extended from above, below the armpit, maybe fold like a downward. Does that make sense? What I'm gonna do, since he's like this, I'll probably have the wings now folded in this corner of his, like, the pit of his elbow here, and then have the wings kind of stretch across the back. Then won't leave obviously the front to work with. Pimp, you still here? Says Omega. Yes, much better. So yeah, we'll have him sitting rather than, you know, being crazy. Yeah, we're gonna add a new layer on top of this one. Okay, so let's try this, chat. Let's try this, chat. Let's figure out his anatomy first. Let's figure out his body anatomy. Let's figure out how we would do his chest. Chest would come up. It would come down a teeny bit like this. If I start sketching muscles out, it kind of helps me figure out like where the body curves. And his back is back here. And obviously we want his butt to be, let's actually curve, let's turn this layer, let's actually drop the size on this. Let's turn this layer, actually, bring it over, undo, turn it like this. Maybe actually a slight curvature. Woo. Give it like a slight, should we have it, I don't know, we'll leave it like this for now. And then we'll continue, but for now, let's get his back, let's have his back curve. We'll have him kind of sitting on the lap. I still kind of feel like I'm doing this wrong, but let's just kind of sketch him for a second, guys. Obviously, this is not a boob. This is his... Bam. There you go. Just so you guys can see that it's not a boober. It could be a boober, but it's not a boober. And then we'll have his arm extending here. Kind of like this. Then we'll have it rotate upward a little bit. Like that. That kind of helps. Yeah, this kind of helps with what we're trying to go for here. And he could rest his butt here. Damn, dude, wish I could draw like you. Very sweet of you, but I'm struggling. Scary human. Experiencing a bit of hiccups on my end. Feels bad, man. Oh, lag monster's back, it looks like. Ugh.